It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Reaction Beanie Yo 119. Day in the neighborhood. My brothers and sisters. As always, man, hope y'all doing excellent out there today. Now, we're going to get into a quick one today. It's a pretty short one. It's only 12 minutes and 27 seconds long. But I'm very intrigued by the title. And it's like this lady here, she always get me just with her titles. Like, they almost feel a little clickbaitish. But they not, because her title is pretty much what the story is. Like, she don't be bullshitting. And I love this lady channel. We ain't been to it in at least like a week. So we finna go back to it now. And y'all already know who that lady is. Anna Sauce. Going back to my baby Anna. Yeah, that's my baby. I just called her my baby. I'm in love with Anna. Fuck it. For real, y'all. Going back to her. But check the title out now. The 5 teen boys who threw the most murderous prank ever. Now, first thing that get me is the prank turned to murder. You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't follow the prank rules. Like, the prank rules is you can prank somebody, but don't hurt them, let alone kill them. Like, what the fuck? There ain't no prank no more. It's just a damn murder. But I get what she's saying. Now, the second part of this that's got me very intrigued is say 5. It was 5 of them. I'm very like, cause just for it to be one person still fucked up, but a group of boys was in on this shit. I wanted that the whole group know that the person was gonna die. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. We finna get into it, my people. But before we get into it, y'all know what y'all gotta do. Get whatever you might need. Get what you need. We back to Anna Sauce once again. Y'all got what y'all need. Y'all ready to go? Then let's go.
I wake up every day with very sad with actions. I didn't think about what my actions could do when I go have to live with universal guilt for the rest of my life.
This is Kyle Anger, the teen who killed a man while playing a dumb prank. Kyle and 4 of his friends were used to hanging out at an overpass and dropping things at unsuspecting motorists for fun. But that day, things turned tragic when a rock that they dropped crashed through the windshield of a passing van, smashing and killing an innocent man. The boys said that it was just a prank and they didn't really mean to hurt anyone, but would the judge buy this?
I hope the hell the judge didn't buy it. And see, I was thinking more like I know some of y'all ain't finna agree with me out here, but I'm just saying, man, maybe some of them, I don't know. Maybe some of them, I'm just gonna go and say it. Maybe them god damn it, my motherfucking Bluetooth failed. Hold on, y'all. What I'm trying to say here for real, man, maybe some of them didn't really know that they was gonna kill anybody by doing this. Now, I know some of y'all like, man, hell no, they knew. But and I'm gonna get back to the video. I'm just gonna say it this way. Even me as a child, as a teen, has done some shit that I look back on now. I was like, damn, that shit was more dangerous than I thought it was at the time. You know what I'm saying? And I'm finna tell y'all some shit real quick too. And y'all gonna understand what I'm trying to say. Real talk. And this a true story. Back when I was 17, me and my homeboys, my first job, we used to work at McDonald's. Now, it's a way to get on the roof of McDonald's. We used to close. We closed. So it's like after 1 o'clock in the morning. Everybody gone, but we used to hang in the parking lot, you know, smoking and doing what we do. But for some reason, we decided to get on the roof because we had some firecrackers. We decided to get on the roof of the fucking McDonald's and shoot the firecrackers to the highway in front of us, like it was we call it a boulevard. The boulevard was in front of us, you know what I'm saying? Car going this way, car going that way. And whenever we seen a car, we would shoot a firecracker at it. Now, me as an adult, I'm thinking about how fucking dangerous they can be, because if somebody was to see that firecracker coming in, they could have veered off the road and hit some or hit another car, you know what I'm saying? And people could have ended up dead. So all I'm trying to say is, maybe some of these boys' intentions really wasn't to kill nobody, because I was wasn't. We weren't even thinking like that at that time. Y'all get what I'm saying now? Now let's go.
Kenneth Andrew White was a 32-year-old construction worker from Mount Morris, Michigan. He had 4 children who he absolutely adored and was engaged to Amy Cagle, who was the mother of his youngest son. Those who knew Kenneth described him as a stand-up guy and a great dad. His Facebook account is actually filled with pictures of him smiling while spending time with his children. He was very protective of his family and friends, and was a lover of sports, video games, and the outdoors. On the evening of October 18th, 2017, Kenneth was riding home with his friend and boss, Stephen Amther, after a long day at work. Kenneth was on the front passenger seat of the vehicle and was excitedly talking about basketball as they cruised through Interstate 75, not knowing that within a few minutes, his life would be over. At around 8:30 p.m., Kenneth and Stephen were going under an overpass when suddenly something crashed through the windscreen and smashed Kenneth right on the face and chest. Confused as to what was happening, Stephen's first instinct was to keep the vehicle from veering off the road. But when he turned over to his friend, his face turned pale in horror.
We were less than 5 miles from his house, and next thing you know, I'm pulled over trying to keep him from bleeding out.
And he called my brother while sitting on the side of the road and cried, said, "Listen, I'm so sorry. I tried to do my best and I couldn't stop you from bleeding."
Kenneth was bleeding profusely, with his face and chest completely shattered. Stephen said that he tried everything to stop the bleeding, but it was no use. Kenneth was pronounced at a nearby hospital. An autopsy revealed the cause of death to be blunt force trauma.
I don't blame myself what happened. I blame myself like I couldn't do enough.
At the scene of the incident, investigators found a gaping hole in the windscreen of the vehicle that Kenneth had been riding on, and a rock the size of a volleyball, weighing at least 6 pounds.
God
Where
damn.
did this rock come from?
That's a big ass rock now. I mean, damn, yeah, they trying to play a prank or whatever they doing now. Hey, like that story and everything I was saying earlier. Now, the one thing I want to say, because I ain't said it then, it don't excuse that man dying and they was the cause of it. Now, they should face all the consequences that they should face. I agree with that 100%, 1,000,000%. But the intention's going a little higher now, because you look at that rock. They wasn't dropping or just throwing little rocks at damn cars. That shit big as hell. I don't know what their intention was. Now they got me a little like, was y'all really trying to hurt somebody for real? Or was this just y'all playing a little game? Let's go.
It turned out Kenneth's vehicle was not the only one that had been hit by rocks that night.
A man killed on I-75 from a rock apparently thrown over an overpass. He is 32-year-old Kenneth White, and he was on his way home from work when that rock came crashing through the windshield.
7 vehicles in total were hit, both the south and northbound lanes, but it was the van that Kenneth White was in that took the brunt of it, and there could have been more. India Reeves was just seconds behind.
My tire hit it, and it just blew instantly.
Rocks like this one scattered across I-75 at about 8:30 Wednesday night. India Reeves back today to get her car. Her tire blown out by hitting one of the rocks. 4 other cars pulled over at nearly the same time, and 3 other drivers called police after to say they too were hit.
And got out of my vehicle and went to the car behind me. There was a lady in the car, and she said, "Somebody's throwing something over the bridge." And I'm like, "Really?" I noticed a van that I was pulled behind, and I rushed over to see if they were okay.
They were not. The passenger in the van was 32-year-old Kenneth White of Mount Morris, a fiancé and a father to a young boy, coming home from a construction job in All Gray. He was knocked unconscious immediately when a rock came through the windshield. He died at the hospital. Police say all signs point to this being intentional.
Was not Anything about the bridge itself, it wasn't concrete chunks from the bridge. We're quite certain of that.
Investigators found about 20 rocks scattered on the scene, and some of them were actually as big as a basketball. But
see, now I just want to take everything I said back about them, because you throwing rocks down there as big as a fucking basketball, bro? Like, damn, dude. Yeah, this prank gone too far, man. I feel like even me at 17-year-old would have thought this was on some, man, somebody can die shit. Maybe it ain't as bad as us shooting them damn firecrackers as the people cars pass by. I don't know, man. Let's go.
But what was even more shocking, it seemed that the rocks had been brought there from somewhere else, meaning that someone had purposely been dropping rocks on passing vehicles. But why would someone do that?
The family of Kenneth White desperate for answers after police say someone threw that rock from an overpass into oncoming traffic. Whoever is responsible is also responsible for White's.
As you can imagine, they are devastated. Kenneth White's family says they simply cannot believe what happened. Meanwhile, while they try to hold it together to plan his funeral, they're hoping and praying whoever did this is caught.
Put the doctor on the phone, and they said we did everything we'd do for him, and he died.
You're playing Russian roulette with people's lives.
The family of 32-year-old Kenneth White at a loss for words tonight after police say someone hurled debris from an overpass on I-75 in Mount Morris, hitting the car carrying White. Him.
I seriously just still can't figure out what goes through someone's head to want to just go out and throw stuff off of a bridge with oncoming traffic.
The news of Kenneth's sudden and bizarre shook his family and friends, as they couldn't understand how it happened and why. Why would anyone mess with people's lives like that? Kenneth's fiancée, Amy, was also totally heartbroken, remembering Kenneth as the love of her life, and saying that whoever dropped the rock destroyed the lives of so many people.
I just hope they realize their actions and how many lives they torn apart.
A GoFundMe account was set up to help the family with funeral expenses, and within 6 days, they had raised over $68,000 towards their goal of $90,000. Meanwhile, police had ruled Kenneth's death as a homicide and had begun an intense investigation to find the people responsible. They even offered a reward of $2,500 to anyone with information that would help bring the culprit or culprits to justice. And soon enough, they got a tip from Facebook that led them to arrest 5 teens. 17-year-old Kyle Anger, 16-year-olds Mark Sekelsky and Mikadyn Payne, and 15-year-olds Trevor Gray and Alexzander Miller. All 5 were from Clio, Michigan, where they attended a local high school. The teens apparently confessed to throwing rocks off the overpass, but you would never imagine the reason they gave as to why they did it. Apparently they claimed they were playing some silly game they made up called overpassing, in which the person that hits a car earns dinger points. They would even bet money to see which one of them would hit the most cars. How completely messed up is that? And it gets worse. Before the tragic incident, these brats had actually done it 10 times on different overpasses across town. They would collect huge rocks from a end road and then load them into a pickup truck before driving to an overpass and dropping them on unsuspecting motorists. Scaringly, investigators found rocks weighing as much as 20 pounds inside the truck. And apparently, none of these 5 sickos thought that what they were doing would hurt someone.
Fuck that, bro. That damn us shooting the damn firecracker, that was a bad comparison, man, because what these dudes did, man, we went up on, we didn't go up on the roof every damn night shooting firecrackers into the boulevard. We did that shit one time just off some whim, hey, let's just do some crazy shit. Now, if they just would have did it one time, okay, but they goddamn doing, they did it over 10 times. Like, bro, then you heard what Anna just said, one of the damn rocks was 20 pounds. Yeah, these motherfuckers need to go to jail for life. I'm sorry. Fuck that.
Not a prank, it's second-degree murder. I don't think anybody's laughing, and I think if there's any admonition, any warning that both David and I can give, it's telling young people that you make a bad decision, you could be spending the rest of your life in prison. This is not a prank.
The younger teens claimed that Kyle Anger was the one that came up with the game, and that he was the one that dropped the rock that killed Kenneth. Police said that after hitting the car, the teens fled the scene and went to a local McDonald's to eat. The next day, when they learned that someone had died, they reportedly started texting each other on Snapchat saying, "We could go to prison for life for this. Everyone lay low and no one rat us out." Then one of them texted, "No one saw us. If everyone shuts up, we won't get caught."
I don't believe that this was a deliberate attempt to take somebody's life. It was a willful and wanton act that resulted in somebody's. These people should have known better. These people should have realized that their actions would cause great bodily harm. And under Michigan law, that's second-degree murder.
All 5 teens were charged with second-degree murder, destruction of property, among other charges. 4 of the boys, Trevor, Mikadyn, Alexzander, and Mark, accepted plea deals to a reduced charge of manslaughter. During their sentencing hearing, their defense tried to get the judge to sentence them as juveniles, but the judge was just not having it.
The 4 teens in court today were ages 15 to 17 years old when this happened. Their defense attorneys tried to convince the judge they should be sentenced as juveniles. The judge dramatically disagreed.
The proposal for juvenile sentencing is rejected.
That applause came from the family of the young man. 4 teens in court today have been held in juvenile detention since it happened, and they were all students at Clio High School. They were originally charged with second-degree murder, but pleaded guilty to a reduced charge of manslaughter. The sentence sends them to adult prison. 32-year-old Kenneth White was killed when a 6-pound rock crashed through the windshield in the car he was riding in.
Kenneth is getting his justice he deserves. My baby he's happy now. He can rest.
The decision by the judge to sentence the 4 teens as adults was, however, thrown out by a court of appeal, who said that the judge had exceeded his authority when he rejected the deal. So the 4 boys ended up getting 1 year of probation plus 3 years that they had already spent in custody. Meanwhile, Kyle...
Are you fucking kidding me? I just knew them damn boys finna get some years. I ain't know if they gonna get life, but I'm thinking they gonna get 25, 30. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers got probation. Probation. Because they threw out the damn deal. After all that, bro, at the end of the day, they still got charged to juveniles. And goddamn, I can't even remember the other goddamn part I was finna say, man. I was so shocked that they ass only got probation. Oh, and they did 3 years in custody, but they weren't in no damn prison for real. I hope this last one, the dude who actually did it and the ringleader, get something. I'm just depressed and just sad now. Damn.
Anger, who was the one who actually threw the rock, pleaded guilty to second-degree murder. During his sentencing hearing, Kenneth's devastated parents gave emotional victim impact statements, describing how Kenneth's untimely death had affected them.
You have destroyed not only my life, or his life, you destroyed mine and my family, and his family, his kids. And yet you still have not said you're sorry for what you've done yourself to no one else whatsoever.
You know, I don't get my turn on phone calls no more. I don't get to see my son. Yes, they may get sentenced, but 3, 4, 5 years down the road, they still get to walk again. They still get to talk to their families. They still get to have a life. They took that away from us, and they took that away from all of us. And I don't know. I don't know if I can ever feel in my heart to ever forget that.
When he was given a chance to speak, Kyle read out an insincere apology, saying that he didn't really mean to hurt anyone.
I wake up every day with a hurt sadness from my actions. It was never meant to bother me. I didn't think about what my actions could do, and I would have to live with the worst of the rest of my life.
Now, get this. Despite the fact that his actions actually killed a man, Kyle got 3 to 20 years in prison, but was released on parole in January 2021 after serving the minimum sentence. But
that sadness I just said, just went to complete fucking anger. Now I'm mad than the motherfucker. It bringing tears in my eyes. I'm so goddamn mad at this shit. How in the fuck, bro? How in the fuck, y'all? How in the fuck? The one thing I can say about the other 4 boys, they didn't actually do it. And they weren't really a part. They was a part of what was going on, but they weren't a part of his, what his name? Kenneth, I think. Yeah, Kenneth Death. They weren't actually a part of Kenneth Death. So, okay, I mean, I don't know. I feel like they still should have got more years or something. But I was just a little sad at it. I was disappointed at that. But for this motherfucker to only do 3 years after committing fucking murder, we live in a fucked up world. We live in a fucked up world. This shit, we in a fucked up world, man.
Like, that's not already a slap in the face for Kenneth's family. The other teens had their slates wiped clean after completing their probation, meaning that they could now go on with their lives like nothing ever happened, which, if you ask me, is totally unfair to the family. But what do you think about this case? Let me know.
I think this shit is fucking straight bullshit, Anna. That's what the hell I think about this case. Bruh! Now the damn other 4 boys, it ain't even on their record. It's just gone. It just vanished. It just poof. And all 5 of these men now, they are grown men walking around today, bruh, and just, they did some fucked up shit, especially the one who actually threw the shit off the damn thing that killed a man. You walking around scot-free as a murderer, bro. Now, he's still known as a, what it is, a fed? I can't even think of the damn shit right now. I'm so fucking mad, man. For real, bro. He known as a felon. I said fed. He known as a felon. You know what I'm saying? It's still on his record. But the mother boys, they ain't got shit on their record, bro. Like, oh my God, bro. I ain't know that one here was gonna get me so goddamn mad, man. And I started off the video, goddamn, I ain't gonna say trying to justify what they did, because like I said, y'all, they should get what they deserve regardless. I was just trying to say how sometimes kids do shit that they don't really realize could actually potentially kill people, because I was in that situation. But I went in that situation to this damn degree. Now I wouldn't goddamn, we big ass rocks like I can see, bro. If they just had, you know, little rocks like, I don't know if y'all ever did this, but when I was little, we used to try to skip rocks on the damn lakes and ponds or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We tried to skip them. Now if they just had them little rocks throwing them down there, it still could have end up in somebody's death for real. It's still a possibility. But it's just the fact that they had these big ass rocks, like, bro, like y'all increasing the chances of this shit by 1,000. And that's why I just fell off with them. But I fell off with this whole goddamn story, man. Great job by our homegirl, Anna, as always, man. Great job by Anna, man. Glad y'all came back, bro. Hit that like button for me, man. Hit the like button, comment, subscribe. All that good shit right there. And I'm gonna let y'all get up out of here. And I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. But until I see y'all tomorrow, my friends, I got a couple more things to say. Love, peace, and happiness. Stay safe. Don't stop. Keep going. Yeah.